Welcome to Indigos Gaming, and welcome to a match of StarCraft 2, played by people that are way better than me. The map is Romanticide, landing in the upper left. The Terran pieces, in red, hailing from Poland, it is Zoun. And warping into the bottom right, the blue Protoss pieces, with a name that I've heard pronounced so many different ways, I'm not honestly quite sure how to say it anymore. I believe it is Zoun. Both of these players, not the, premier, top-level, grand finals kind of names you would expect to see, but they're both very strong professional players from what I've seen in the games. Zoun I have seen more because of his time in the GSL circuit recently, but I've seen a few quite impressive games come out of Zoun lately. He certainly knows how to put up a fight. Starting off now, both players opening up standard, it looks like. Scouting probe from Zoun has come in to start doing those dirty Protoss tricks, harassing SCVs. Zoun just doing the safe thing, I feel, pulling another one off the line to keep the probe at bay. Barracks did finish up, and it's going to be a Marine first. Zoun, seeing that everything's in place on Zoun's side of the map, that was cute. Zoun hid the SCV over in the left to start the command center. The probe was going to block it. Nicely done by Zoun. Zoun's natural nexus did go down. Second gas and core on the way, looking to block the Reaper. That is not coming. There is no Reaper coming. Zoun opening up Marine right into reactor. Factory now coming up now. Zoun, what are you doing? That probe is not going back to base in the most direct route, shall we say. Checking for proxies, maybe. Adept Shade coming out now, second Adept going to follow. Maybe Zoun's just doing some due diligence, checking for proxies. I don't know how to pronounce that name, but they couldn't handle this action-packed early game, so they're just gone, they're out of here. We didn't want them here anyways, that's fine. 3 Marines, more Marines on the way now, Adept shading in. Great denial of that scout. Supply depots lifted up just in time. Robo going to be the tech choice. Twilight Council also is in play. Twilight Council went up first. Could be Glaives, maybe. I know Zoun does love his glaive attacks. Gunned down one Adept actually. Those Marines trading very nicely. What's this? More gates? The gate and the Robo. I already saw the Robo. Why'd I say that? Professional observing skills. Tech lab on the factory. Cyclone, maybe? Siege tank. He wants to get aggressive. Medevac. Timing very well with the siege tank actually. Those should come out around the same time. Probably going to lift up into the medevac, because these Marines are going out on the map. Zoun, you devil. Might be trying to apply some pressure here. He's going to have one Widow Mine. Is it just one? It's just one Widow Mine. What do I know? It's a little random if you ask me, but I'm not even near the caliber of understanding the sheer mind games at play here. Like I did say though, that siege tank did get picked up in the medevac. Going to regroup with the units as pressure is mounting. Does Zoun know? He knows now. Siege tank in siege mode. Widow Mine picked off right away. There is no battery overcharge. There it is. Battery overcharge used. Stalker is going to be relatively safe here. Double bunker going down. Zoun applying some mad pressure here. plenty of stalkers in play, even Warp Prism juggling, trying to keep them alive. He's doing well so far. Siege Tank was picked off. Bunkers are cancelled. Marines are cleaned up. Zoun is going to hold. Great defense. Picking off the Siege Tank really helps in there. Looking like he might flip the table around and apply some pressure of his own now. Sol does have another tank. He's going to have a second one popping in right about now. Double bunker going up at home. Sol still wants 2 bunkers. He doesn't care where he puts them, whether it's Zoun's base or his base. He's going to have 2 bunkers, darn it. Banshee going to spot that Warp Prism. Siege Tank almost getting a Stalker. Just a flesh wound. But Indigos, Stalkers don't have flesh. Don't get technical with B-Boy. He does have Blink. Gonna blink up into the main. Quickly picks off the medevac. Nice shot. Observer and Warp Prism here going to be able to allow the blinking up and down the cliff. SCV's pulled to one side. Siege Tank is in a defensive spot, but not far enough, it seems. Zoun is going to be able to just blink right out. Damage done. 3 SCVs. It's okay. Ooh. Almost gets the tank. Tank is going to be safe, though. Viking picking off the Observer? No, not quite. Behind this, Zoun did get his 3rd base. Great decision, I feel. Just start trying to get up in that economic lead. Single blink up there is a bunker here. So loving these bunkers. I love them too. Not that expensive when you figure you can salvage them. Siege Tank. Refinery's lost. But the Siege Tank does get a Stalker. Warp Prism still just out here. Things are settling. They're waiting for Blink, maybe. Waiting for Blink to come out. Sol rocking a great defensive position here. Siege Tank spread across the base. But he can't really break out right now. He does have his 3rd command center, so he's going to be totally fine on the workers' side of things. But he will eventually need to take his 3rd base. Both the main and natural are looking saturated. Yeah, they're both fully saturated, so he's going to need to be able to bust out of his own base here. This is really a nerve-wracking position, is the best way to put it, for any Terran player. You know the Protoss is right there. You don't quite know how much they have, so it's a gamble. It's a risk trying to come out of your own base. Siege Tank on the high ground, going to be helpful. A lot of Marines here too, though. He should be safe. 4th base is going up for Zoun. Observer. Does he see that? No, it's not close enough. Okay. So, like I said, 3rd base is getting taken for Sol. Going to be able to expand that economic situation for him. Charge, Thermal Lance almost finished, and Templar Archives is on the way now. +1 finishing too for Zoun. Both players looking... It's the macro turn. What can I say? Now's when you get your tech, you get your upgrades. You start maxing out your army. Eventually, like Sol is doing now, you send out some scouts. You figure out where your enemy's at. Ideally, any sort of composition changes. For example, 2 big walking towers of lasery death. That would be nice to know. What is up here? Warp Prism. Just chilling. Hallucinated Phoenix now out, along with Scouting Zealots. So Zoun making that due diligence, trying to figure out what Sol is up to. Sol looking to just kind of play it safe right now, though. He's got a nice Siege Tank set up, sending out just a drop. Couple Scouting Marines here. Dark Shrine on the way for Zoun, though. So Zoun, as he's getting closer to maxing out, he's adding in the rest of those tech choices, might start to get aggressive, apply some pressure. I did see a Ghost Academy. Okay. Sol adding in Ghosts. Will it be Or just EMPs? Will it be for nukes? Widow mines coming in. One does burrow. Gets rid of a probe and an observer. Lucky splash damage. Oh, that's a Carbot episode in there. Distracts Zoun nicely though, split up some stalkers in the main, the rest of the army's still out here, and Soul coming in now, swinging, he wants the Nexus. And it looks like he's gonna get it. Down goes the Nexus. Zoun's third base under threat. Lifting just a few into the main while the rest is backing off, meanwhile moving some forces around the top side. Zoun is going to clean that up. Cheeky Widow Mine. Third base slapped down yet again, very quickly, but now there's forces in the top side. They should be able to get this Nexus too. Soul's starting to bust out of his base, apply some pressure. Meanwhile, Ghosts are the follow-up. Did he get the EMP? Not the EMP upgrade. So he's either, you know, really pinpoint accurate with those EMP shots, or maybe something I don't know. He might know something I don't. 2 medevacs picked off very quickly. They do not fully unload, it looks like. One was picked off before it even started dropping. Marauders will be cleaned up. How are the upgrades? 1-1 for both players. Zoun looking to get +2 though, even before Soul. That surprises me. I'm a bit surprised. Terran usually able to get those upgrades much quicker. +2 attack did start, and armor right now. Okay, so he does know about it. He is getting them. Zoun's just a little bit quicker on it. Protoss, anger and fury. The hatred of 10,000 years unleashed on those rocks. Army size definitely in favor of Zoun. Soul needs to just kind of build that up, max out, and then get into a good position. He has not been very aggressive with these siege tanks. He's got 4 tanks, but he's really depending on the bio, micro, the Viking shots, getting rid of the Colossi. Dealing with those disruptors is going to be tricky though, going to be a bit difficult. A few charge slots on the other side. DT Blink is almost done. Are there even DTs though? No. Just in case. Sounds maxed out. Coming in now. Forcing the engagement. Great position. Stalkers blinking forward, trying to keep the Vikings at bay here. Siege tanks now set up. Disruptor shots. Not yet. No connections. Nothing yet. Okay. Don't move the camera, Indigos. So much pressure. What's going on here? Charge lots. Slice and dicing SCVs left and right. Gets rid of the refineries in construction. Soul is going to clean that up though. Big loss though. 17, 18 SCVs do go down here. Oh, there's the DTs. DT Blink is done too. Scans, does see the army. Does he see it because of the sensor tower? Not really.
Command center upgrade complete.
DTs. Ooh, there's no turret here. There's a turret on the high ground. Ooh, that noise. DT attacks. Command center lifted off immediately. Scans the Protoss army here. Guardian shield activated. Planetary. Disruptor shots. Do connect. Zoom out. More disruptor connections. Taking out the bio left and right. Great fight for Zoun. He gets rid of the planetary. Gets rid of a nice chunk of the army. Soul is reproducing those units though. And he's teching up. He's got liberators now. DT's coming in. There's still no detection here. Soul cannot save it. Another planetary goes down. Vikings coming in. They are going to get the Colossi. But now they have no purpose in life. All the Vikings are going down. 34 SCVs are killed and counting. These DTs are ravaging. Siege tank shots though? Disruptor does not connect. He does get the disruptors, but the damage is done. Soul's production, Soul's economy is crippled. Factory lifted up. Will it burn? It does burn. Meanwhile, Nexus taking form in the upper right. Liberators joining the army now. I'm liking the position for Zoun, especially when you take a look at what is coming. So, Zoun not even finished teching up. He's getting +3 now, +2 air attack for those carriers that are about to arrive. Disruptor shots. More disruptors. Soul coming in now, though he's going to try and get a counter punch. If he can take out the base, it will at least hurt Zoun. Disruptor shot goes out. One Marine falls. DT's ravaging the base again, though. Ghost coming in now. Battery overcharge used, keeping the cannon alive for just a few seconds. Disruptor shot is good. Disruptor does connect. DT's still ravaging up there. Carriers have arrived. Carrier's going to shut this attack down. Not before he gets the Nexus, though. That is a good hit. But what can you do? This damage to the production line. He's going to come up here, get another Nexus, so that is at least helpful. Try and contain Zoun a bit, but he needs to pay attention at home. He needs to get his own house under control. Nexus is destroyed. DT's just rotating around. There are Widow Mines. Out of range, though. Quick save on the Archon. Morphs 2 of those DTs into an Archon and recalls to get him out. Shield upgrade on the way. Soul, he's too far behind in the workers, I feel. Too far behind on the economy side of the game. These DTs have been absolutely dreadful for him. One last ditch attack, it looks like. Liberator's going to set up shop. There's some bio, but I don't feel it's enough. There's just not enough anti-air. Quit moving the camera. So bad. Yeah. Unfortunately, Soul just not able to muster enough army. Too much damage done to that economic line. Workers slaughtered left and right. They need to unionize, frankly. Zoun taking the game with some very masterful splitting of his army, forcing Soul's attention at one point and then hitting him in another side. A well-earned GG to Zoun. I think that's how you pronounce it. If you enjoyed the game, be sure to let me know in the comments below and hit those fancy YouTube buttons that will make Alaric just a little less mad. Hopefully.
You are now in my service.
Thank you very much for watching, and I hope that you have a great day.